Welcome to Brewers Daily. I'm your host, Dave Gasper. Lots to get to here on a Thursday show. We got another hitter highlight coming up. Also, we're breaking out the bubble wrap already here as the Brewers get themselves a pretty wild spring training win here in walk-off fashion. Now, again, it's spring training. The games don't count. So wins, losses, it doesn't really matter for anything. But, it's still nice to see wins. And it was a wild one against the San Francisco Giants, where it ends up being a final score of 13-12. It's just one of those games. You're burning through a bunch of pitchers. We're now starting to see the starting pitchers get stretched out, going 2 innings here. First couple of games, pretty much everyone goes 1. In this one here, Carlos Rodriguez went 2 innings for the Brewers. Adrian Hauser went 2 innings for the Giants. So these guys are starting to build up and stretch out. Next time it'll likely be 3 innings when they're out there. So just kind of continuing that build up. But it ends up being 13-12. The Brewers were down 8-1 at one point in this game. They get a nice early home run from Bryce Turang. More on that in a minute. But then you give up 1 in the second. You give up 2 in the third. And then Garrett Stallings comes in the 4th inning and gives up 5 runs. And the Brewers are down 8-1. So it's like, okay, this game's over. You're down 7 runs. It's the 4th inning. Whatever, it's spring training. Who cares? And then immediately in the bottom of the 4th, the Brewers put up 7 to tie the game. Get another run in the 6th, another one in the 8th. They're up 10-8. Heading to the 9th inning, at home, it's like, sweet, all you need is 3 outs, and you're done. You can walk out of there with a win. And Edwin Jimenez came into the game. Edwin Jimenez, somewhat decent starting pitching prospect, missed all of last season with injury. I believe it was Tommy John, but, last pitched in 2024 in high A. So coming back from injury, goes out there, does not get a single out, gives up 4 hits, 4 runs, 2 of them earned. There was also an error in there by Jesus Madej. And then it's like, oh, great. Now all of a sudden you're down 12-10 heading into the 9th inning. So it's like, oh, well, that stinks. Grasping defeat from the jaws of victory. Steven Cruz comes in, finishes off the inning. But then you get to the last half, and the Brewers, the baby Brewers, really get a chance to put some stuff together. You got Matthew Wood, catching prospect, leadoff double. Eddie Leonard, who's a non-roster invitee, battling for that infield mix. He singles. Josh Adamczewski, really good infield prospect. He singles. Next thing you know, you're down by 1. Then you get a Freddie Zamora single. Zamora was a 2nd-round pick in 2020. And next thing you know, it's a tie game. Then after that, sacrifice fly, Greg Jones. End up winning by 1. That's all you need, walk-off sac fly. So great to see that kind of grit. You hear from the Brewers again. A lot of these guys aren't going to be actually playing for the team this season, but it's that spirit. It's that snatch and back style. They played that a lot last year, where they had a lot of comeback victories. Other teams would score first, and the Brewers would somehow find a way to come back and win. So it seems like that'll be continuing heading into 2026 in terms of this team. But a big piece of that success was obviously that 7-run 4th inning, and a large chunk of it, a majority of it, came on one swing of the bat from Bryce Turang, who added a grand slam there in the 4th inning, and that was on top of his solo home run in the 1st inning. So 2 homers for Bryce Turang today. The grand slam was a no-doubter, 425 dead center. So just an absolute blast. And the home run, the first home run was an Oppo blast. So an Oppo taco, then dead center. Bryce Turang is looking fantastic. He is looking like he's going to have a great season. We've got the World Baseball Classic coming up, where he's going to be playing for Team USA. Put the man in bubble wrap already. We talk about this quite a bit in spring training when guys are looking good, ready to go for the season. Put them in bubble wrap so that they can't get hurt, and just get them ready for the season. Let's get the season started. Bryce Turang seems to be ready for the season to start. He is not a Brad Nelson Award contender, though, because he is a starter. He is, an actual proven big leaguer. So the Brad Nelson Award is kind of more for the fringe guys trying to make a name and have a great spring, where it's unexpected. When a guy like Bryce Turang has a great spring, it's not unexpected at all. So not a contender for that, but he is a bubble wrap contender. Put him in there already. We're not even to March yet, but put Bryce Turang in bubble wrap. He's ready to go. He's locked in. So you love to see that from Bryce Turang. I think he's going to have a fantastic season this year. I think the power is real with him. A lot of people didn't think the power was going to be there. You look at him, you don't think he's got a ton of pop, but he does. And especially to the opposite field and to dead center as he was able to go here today or on Wednesday. That's really kind of a big deal. So I'm very excited for what Bryce Turang is going to do, not only for the team this year, but for Team USA. So that's going to be an absolutely fantastic time. But put the man in bubble wrap. He's ready to go. And it's just a matter of getting these reps before you get to the regular season. Yes, you want the hitters to get some there, but it's about ramping up the pitchers. The hitters trying to get back locked in. Bryce Turang, it's not taking him long. He appears to already be there. So very excited for Turang. I think he needs to be in bubble wrap, but can't quite do it yet because it's still early on and you still have the World Baseball Classic to go to. So I'm just stoked for what he's going to be able to do. Just having that level of production early on. Because sometimes you see the struggles in spring training. You think, I don't know. Are they ready to go? Kind of worried about them. But Turang is not giving those vibes so far. Also, hey, we got a Joey Ortiz with the bases loaded situation. Never seen that before. 30 times last year we saw Joey Ortiz come up with the bases loaded. And hey, this time he also came through with a single. So 2 RBI single for Joey Ortiz with the bases loaded. How about that? How about that, Joey? Excited for it. Let's do that again. Because who knows, Joey Ortiz may get another 30 opportunities with the bases loaded this year. Like to see him get more than 5 hits in those 30 opportunities. So that's another big chance for him. Very excited for that. I'm not going to put the bubble wrap label on Joey Ortiz yet, though. I need to see a lot more from Joey O before I'm ready to put him in bubble wrap. So that's what you got to do to protect yourself. Some of these guys just put them in bubble wrap. But also, hey, if you got to protect yourself from losing too much testosterone, get Mars Men. Because if you're over the age of 30, you start losing testosterone around 1% every single year. So just think about it. If you're 50 years old, that's 20% testosterone that you have lost. But you can get it back with Mars Men. You can unlock usable testosterone that you have in your body. Mars Men is designed to help free it. It'll support your healthy T levels, energy, stamina with 8 natural clinically dosed ingredients, and it's made in the USA. It's third-party tested, and you get a 90-day money-back guarantee. Just check out the reviews on the website to see for yourself. MenGoToMars.com. And for a limited time, our listeners get 50% off for life, plus free shipping and 3 free gifts at MenGoToMars.com. It's the perfect way to kick off the new year strong. That's MenGoToMars.com for 50% off and 3 free gifts at checkout. After you purchase, they will ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them Brewers Daily sent you. All right, so guys who are going to be looking for big year and just feeling better, having better energy, and feeling excited about the new season is Garrett Mitchell. Okay, Garrett Mitchell is going to be one of those guys as well. Missed a whole big chunk of last season, nearly all of it, with injury. Started with an oblique issue, then he's on rehab, and 3 games into his rehab assignment, he tears up his shoulder once again. Throw back into first base, just diving back in, tears out his shoulder. And has to have surgery again and is lost for the season. Just horrendous. You feel horrible for the guy for what he's had to go through with that. And Adam McCalvey of MLB.com had a fantastic article put up just on Wednesday about Mitchell's road to recovery and about the support of his wife, Haley, and how she's helped him get through it. Because, his wife, Haley, former softball player at University of Oregon, played professionally in Orlando. So she is an athlete. She understands the struggles and has been a great part of support for him. And just him talking about the struggles that he went through, having diabetes acting up for him as well because he's a type 1 diabetic. That added further complications for him. But Garrett Mitchell, he was able to get into some game action here on Wednesday, his first Cactus League action. Played 3 innings, got 1 at bat. It was a walk, so technically a plate appearance, but still was able to be out there. There was a pickoff attempt on him at first base. He was able to dive back in without any sort of issue, and got his 3 innings. So had a little bit of restrictions for this first game, but next time out there, which he thinks will be Friday, he should be able to play 5 innings, get 2 at bats, and continue the ramp up from there. And I'm really excited for Garrett Mitchell to have a fully healthy season. I would just love to see it. Just to have him make it through the full 6 months without any IL stints, without any fluke thing, whatever it is happening, keeping him out for 6 weeks or 12 weeks or whatever it is. I just want to see it, because when we do see him out there, Garrett Mitchell is an electric factory. He is a really, really good, really exciting young player. Now entering his age 27 season, does not have a ton of MLB at-bats under his belt. I mean, he's played parts of 4 years now, and he has just about 500 plate appearances, just over 500 plate appearances at the major league level. So, actually, no, not even close to that. That's just 162 game average. He's at 443 plate appearances at the big league level. He's played 141 games. He just hasn't been able to stick there. He got called up late in 22, and then 2023 had the shoulder injury in April, so he only played 19 games. Missed the first 3 months of 2024 with a broken finger after getting jammed in batting practice. Late in spring training, didn't return until July 1st. And then last year, obviously, was able to play for about the first month or so, had the oblique, then right as he was about to come back from the oblique, tears out his shoulder once again. So, but when he's out, I mean, he's got a career 254 average, 333 on base, 766 OPS. So an OPS plus of 112. So when he's out there, 12% above league average hitter. And, last year off to a bit of a slow start before the injury, but still, when he's been out there, he has been really, really good. He's got power, he's got speed, he's got excellent defense out there in the outfield. And I think he's in line to be your starting center fielder largely for the team this year. Left-handed hitter, even if you want to do a platoon with Blake Perkins. With Mitchell being the lefty, he would face the right-handed pitchers, and there's a lot more right-handed pitchers out there, so he'd be in the lion's share of that platoon. So the things that he's done to work on, getting better and being healthy to go for the season, that is his main focus, having a healthy season, which is good, which is what it needs to be. Just having him out there, I think he's going to just improve by leaps and bounds, just from what we've seen, because a lot of improving at the big league level, or really anything, really whatever it is, whether it's Major League Baseball, whether it's a desk job, whether it's anything else, whatever it is that you do, the more that you do it, the better you generally tend to get at it. All right, so for him to be able to get those reps under his belt, I think he's going to be able to learn and improve very quickly and make those steps forward. Because you see that with Bryce Turang and Sal Frelick, they came up all right around the same time. They've had full seasons of at-bats. And, I mean, look at what Bryce Turang has done. I mean, we're just talking about him, how he has improved every single year because he has gotten those reps under his belt. He makes the adjustments. He improves. He gets better. He has seen more things. He knows how to react to certain things. I think we're going to see that with Mitchell. It's just taken a lot longer because he has missed so much time with these fluke injuries. So the ceiling is certainly there. I would love to see what a full season of Garrett Mitchell could bring. Just with his performances here, his projected 162 game average is hitting 254 with 15 homers, 24 doubles, and 26 stolen bases. I think that's a very solid, very strong season to have from Garrett Mitchell. I think there could be a little bit more power in there, but I mean, 15 to maybe 20 homers over the course of a full season, 25 doubles. I don't think any of that's unrealistic for Garrett Mitchell, especially given his power, especially given his speed too, to stretch singles into doubles. Stolen bases, I think he can probably surpass 26 stolen bases if he's healthy over the course of a full season. I would like it if when he steals a base, he would slide in feet first. That would be nice. But still, if you can get him hitting 250, 260, providing that kind of power, that kind of speed, and the excellent defense he brings in center field, that's a very, very good player. for the Milwaukee Brewers. So I just want to see him healthy. The most we've seen him play in a single season is 69 games in 2024. Missed the first 3 months, but was able to play the last 3. And I just want to see him get the chance to do it. I would hope Pat Murphy would give him the opportunities to hit against lefties at some point, because that's also a part of getting better. It's also a part of the improvement for these young guys. He made that point with Sal Frelick and Bryce Turang. Even though they're young lefty hitters, you know, the prevailing wisdom is to not let them face a ton of lefty pitchers. But if they're going to be regulars, they got to face lefties. So the best way to get better at facing lefties is to face lefties. So I would hope that he would be able to get some of those opportunities. I don't know. I'm not sure if Pat Murphy trusts him entirely with that yet. So we still might see Blake Perkins for a lot of those opportunities, because Murphy also loves Perkins. Perkins is also very deserving of playing time. So that could be his way in there. But it's going to be on Mitchell to stay healthy and be hitting well enough to force Pat Murphy's hand to play him every single day. That's going to be part of it too. I mean, there's going to be some management of his playing time just to make sure that he stays healthy. But still, it's going to be on Mitchell to be able to perform and perform well enough to make Pat Murphy play him every single day. That's what I would love to see. Being able to get through a season fully healthy, that is a success for Garrett Mitchell. Whatever the results may be from stat line, just let them be. Just having a fully healthy season for me is going to determine success. And I think when he's fully healthy, the stat line will also be able to reflect how good he is. Because I'm just very excited about the talent that Garrett Mitchell has and what he can bring to this team. All right, finally here, I want to go over the pitching plans for the next couple of days that the Brewers have put out there. So coming up for the game here today against the Texas Rangers. The Brewers are going to be playing at Texas here. Aaron Ashby is going to be on the mound, so we're going to get a look at him being a starter here, likely stretching out to a couple innings here. Going to be facing off against Kumar Rocker, so that'll be fun. Kumar Rocker, very big-time name. And so you got Aaron Ashby going there. And we'll see what pitchers end up following as the game goes along, but likely two from Ashby. And then coming up on Friday, Brandon Sproat is going to get the start against the Chicago White Sox. These are all tentative, as of the moment here, subject to change. We saw that the other day. It was supposed to be Angel Serpa that was going to start. Ended up being Rob Z, and Serpa pitched the second inning. Okay, fine, whatever. But Brandon Sproat goes on Friday, so we're going to get our first look at him in Cactus League action after acquiring him from the Mets. And then Rob Z, once again, Rob Zastryzny will get the start on Saturday against Cincinnati. So that one's likely going to be more of just a one-inning kind of thing for Rob Z, and getting some of those bullpen arms in there. But Brandon Sproat, likely also probably 2 innings at this point as they're starting to build up these starting pitchers, get them a couple more up-downs to get them ready for the regular season. So that's what's going to be coming up. You got a couple of rotation candidates here, Ashby and Sproat. These guys are going to be duking it out for those rotation spots. Could be looking at bullpen, especially for Aaron Ashby. If he misses out on a rotation spot, bullpen very much possible. Brandon Sproat, if he misses a rotation spot, might be more likely he ends up in AAA just to continue being in the rotation and be ready when the Brewers do need him in that group. And what I also need is for you guys to hit the subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video and enjoy the content here, hit the subscribe button, get notified every single time a new episode drops. You can also follow me on Twitter at dgasper24. I got a lot of great content going up over there all the time. And appreciate you watching, appreciate you enjoying, and we'll see you again next time for another episode of Brewers Daily.